movie, make them all believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, adults, kids, whatever you want to call it, man, whatever you are, wherever you at, man, in this perfect time, man. I'm gladly, man, to announce, man, House of Action, man. We got a whole lot of action, man. We in the house. We feeling good. Play good, feel good, man. It's all about how you feel and how you play, man. I got my brother, man, my co-host, Clinton Portis, man, the real one, the legend, the GOAT. You can't say Miami the U without saying my boy's name. Hey, man, House of Action, man. What's going on? CP, how you feeling, man?
We here, man. We ready for the action. It's time to get started. I know we've been trying to put this together for a minute. It's finally here, House of Action. To everybody watching, man, we appreciate you all. This is gonna be a fun time. I think you could expect us. Of course, knowing our personalities, you're gonna get the real talk. You're gonna get the laughs and jokes. You're gonna get everything you're looking for. So check us out, man. Me and D Jack, we on to something.
Hey, man, when you say we own to something, man, we own to something very positive, man. I want to talk about first and foremost, man. This new era we in right now, man. We're at Delaware State University. We're coaching. We're changing lives. I just want to open up, man, for discussion, man. Right now, man. Like, talk to us about your addition, man. You know, we all understand that it's a new era here at Delaware State, man, and I feel like you being a part of this with me, man, it couldn't be no better situation, man. So let's talk about the new era of coaches. Let's talk about our impact here at Delaware State. And let's just talk about, how we're changing lives and what implements we're bringing to this culture here at Delaware State.
Man, first off, man, just being grateful or thankful for the opportunity. You know, our conversation was about getting kids and furthering kids, giving them an opportunity, and it turned into an offer for coaching to join you and the rest of the staff. We have some great coaches here, great men that's doing great things with the kids. We had to come in and really change the mindset of kids from a losing mentality to a winning mentality, and that was like the biggest obstacle because when you have kids that's used to losing, that's used to that's used to people allowing them to just go about it their way, and their way was not right. I think you came in, you gave a template for a culture, and that your coaches implemented, and everybody, it was so many different personalities, but it worked out, for all the coaches. For myself, when you think about Coach Bayless and Coach Chong, Coach Clark, the older coaches on our staff and what they bring. Then you think about myself, you, Sammy, Coach West. The guys that played football at a high level, and then you got the young guys with the tutelage that they have. When you talk about DJ Javon, um, Ryan, so to look around the coaching staff, you got so many guys that can relate and really get a good message and good information over to these kids. And I think they're doing a great job at doing that.
Man, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I honestly, man, it's been a pleasure for me. You know, I want to go back to 2510, right? Me and LaShawn McCoy, we started off our first season of 2510, and now we're into a new era, new phase with the House of Action. Um, I look at it like this, man. Opportunity presented itself, right? Opportunity presented itself. I had an opportunity to be a head coach at a Division I university, at a Division I program. For me, man, and it's not even just a Division I university or a program. Like we're gonna say HBCU. We're gonna talk about the HBCU classic, man, because this is our culture, this is our vibe. We both come from certain areas where how we was raised and how we grew up. A lot of these kids are unprivileged kids, right? And for me to be able to be in this opportunity, I never wanted to coach football. First and foremost, and I'm gonna set the record straight. I don't want y'all to take it no way. I'm gonna take it directly how I'm saying it. I did not want to coach football at this level. When I say at this level, college or the NFL, because I spent so much time practicing and being in the facility as a player. When I got to being retired, I said, man, there's no way. I told every coach, I don't know if you did, but when I was playing, I told my coaches, I don't want to be no collegiate coach and I don't want to be an NFL because y'all spend way too much time at the facility. But man, when this opportunity presented itself to me first and foremost, it was an honor, it was a blessing to be able to say, man, after my whole career and playing at a high level, now I'm able to, run a university, run a program and be the head man where everything, man, it comes down to the decision making and the position you're putting these young men, obviously these coaches that I respect at a high level. But my question to you, CP, is talk about your perspective on like the hours, the man hours, and how we're changing the game for like players that played at a high level and now they can transition into coaching.
Well, I think the opportunity that you gave me, I didn't want to coach either. My playing days ended in 2010. It's 2015, so it took 15 years to get to this point. But it's something I wish I would have done in 2011. I wish I would have jumped immediately into it because of the impact that we're having on these kids. We always look at stuff, and you got to say it's God's timing for how everything happened and for us to be here. So for us all to be at Delaware State with the attention that you brought, with the attention that your staff is getting, for us to be here changing these kids and giving these kids hope to move on into the future, not just in sports, but just as young men. For myself, the biggest issue was time. I never thought I wanted to be in office for 10, 12, 14 hours, but because
Right.
everyone else is and we make it, you gave us the opportunity to just make it fun. It's not like you're standing over our shoulders and let's do this, let's do that. It's kind of you get your work done. And although our scheduling is difficult because we're at HBCU and we're only allowed to see the kids when we can do the scheduling, it make for long days for us. But just as a staff, especially with me, if I get bored, this wouldn't be fun. So I try to make it live for everybody, whether we in on FaceTime as coaches, whether we're in the group text as coaching, whether we're in meetings live in person. To me, it got to be fun. If I'm not laughing, if I'm not enjoying it, like I can't do this. My attention span not that long. But to be able to get the work done and to be able to do it with men that all want to see these kids change and all got one vision of helping these kids get to the next level, bigger schools or NFL or just giving them a chance in life, has been dope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I commend you on that as well too, man. Because those of y'all who don't know, this the modest Clint Porch right now, man. This man right here is one of the funniest coaches. He always joking. He always trying to talk shit onto people. So y'all gotta understand, CP is an interesting character. And I told him now we starting a podcast. Don't change your personality up on me, man. You gotta be the Energizer Bunny in the room, man. But
Man,
man, let's
my personality can't disappear.
yeah, nah, for sure. It's gonna stick out. We gonna get to it. Let's shift a little bit, man. So we talk about the new era of coaches, right? Coaches with our style of swag, our style of culture, stand out like a sore thumb. Um, we're not the normal. We was never the normal, right? In our playing careers, we stood out, we made plays, and we played the game at a high level. We played it for a reason, the way we played it. Now that we're coaching. I wanna talk about me being a very influential coach because I got the diamonds in my teeth, I got the dreads, I got the diamonds, I got the chains. I ain't really wearing suits. I'm coming to the game in a nice I'm coming to the game in a nice outfit, man. I'm still feeling like I'm playing, man. So, it's crazy because before the game I'm standing on the middle of the field, and the referee literally walked right by me. He like, man, where's the head coach at? You know what I mean? I got my hood on, my headphones on. I'm out there rocking. I'm like, I'm preparing like I'm finna play the game. And the referee like, man, where the head coach at? I'm like, hey, bro, I'm right here, man. But I just want to talk about, man, like our impact, man, like the way we dress, the way we wear our clothes, our engagement on social media.
I think that realness is what make us who we are, uh, not being afraid of showing of being vulnerable to who we are. It allow the kids to see that you're genuine because if kids see you full of shit, they not listening, they not following, they're done with it. And
Right.
for your pregame speeches or your speeches to the kids for anything when you're relaying information, like, I wish we could have it mic'd up so someone could hear that.
They gonna be, hey, everything gonna
Hey,
be sensitive as hell, especially when I'm speaking.
it's gonna bleep, 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 bleep. So, but you know what? I think for you, because that's who you are, kids understand it. Kids understand it, kids follow it. And to be able to go out and still get the kids to be disciplined, to be able to get your message across, as a authentic you, kids understand that. Like you don't have to go and be someone you're not. And you're giving kids a chance, coaches a chance to see that. You come out the way that you come to work, the way that you dress on the norm with your hoodie, your sleeves cut off, your earrings, your jewelry shining. So that's a good thing because we were so used to seeing suits, we were so used to seeing suits, then the collared shirts. And I think Bill Belichick kind of gave us that, hey man, look here, I'm comfortable. And then you see Prime take it to the next level where, Prime would be just, you would be a disciple of Prime if you ask me.
For
So
sure.
to be able to see that, but still get your message across, it's not about like they scared us for so long because we thought it was supposed to be done a certain way. Like,
Right,
as
yeah.
long as we're coaching our butts off and getting the message across to these kids and getting these kids to graduate and moving them on to the next level to be successful, we've done our part. But for so long, we've been afraid because we always thought we had to change who we were. We had to change how we act. We got to change how we talk. We got to change how we look to go out and coach. And now you're seeing, hey, anybody can coach. If it's in you, it's in you. If you really got a good heart, if you really got good intentions to help these kids, to further these kids, education wise in life, then it don't matter what you got on. They understand it.
No, I agree, man. No, that's so I gotta call you out and we're gonna get the picture and we gonna bring it in to House of Action. So we was out at the NBA Youngboy concert and we was on our YB stuff. We had the slime rags and all that. So we taking a picture backstage. And my boy CP said, man, you see the way my shirt hit off the light blinked off my shirt. And so we go to practice the next day. And I'm just waking up, boy, cause that night was a long night. So I get up. We got a 7 a.m. practice. So I'm coming in to practice and I'm getting off my go-kart. And one of the players come to me, and the least of all players that don't never speak, don't never say nothing. He came to me, he said, hey, Coach Jack. He said, why you let CP leave the house and wear that? Hey,
Listen.
talk about that. They gave you a hard time about wearing that cheetah print.
They these kids don't understand, but then when you go to, hey, I just showed them the Nike check, right? I just showed them the Nike check because they were ready to crack all the jokes in the world. Then I had the Nike check on it. So once they saw that, they still want to crack jokes, they still want to talk. I said, listen, man, my style is my style. Like, maybe if you had it on, it's an uncomfort to you. But for me, I don't,
Right.
it's nobody questioning. My sexuality is through the roof, So I'm not worried about, I could wear pink, I could wear green, I could wear purple, and I've always been that way and I'm comfortable. So for them, it was like, ah, ha, 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 ha. But then when the boxes come in and they see the stuff, they want it. You know what I mean? Like it's just a matter of being exposed to it and then they want it. Cause when you look around, YB and everybody else that was cheering, nobody was studying me. I was vibing. We had a vibe. You know
Right.
what I mean? And that's what
Yeah.
it is. So to me, long as the vibe there, I was comfortable. Hey, I would wear it again. Can't wait to go find me another one.
He said, can't wait to. The boy said, my sexuality is through the roof. Can't nobody
through,
question.
through the roof. It
Nah,
ain't
for
no
sure, for
if,
sure.
ands, buts about it.
In my eyes, man, I think you guys got a real good feeling, man, on what's House of Action gonna be about, man. Briefly, that's the introduction, man. We're gonna be talking about, football games, college games, NFL games, man. We're gonna talk about the culture, we're gonna talk about music. I mean, we're gonna talk about it all, man. So I want to get into some of the action, man. So I want to go into um what's the stadium? MetLife Stadium, man. I want to talk about MetLife Stadium, man, because we talk about action, right? House of Action here directly. We're gonna always give you the action. The NFLPA has been talking very aggressively about that turf, man. I never really had problems with turf, but I do know, the wear and tear, and you're a running back, so I'm sure you could talk a little bit more on that. But the wear and tear, the wear and tear, the impact on your knees. It's been a lot of injuries, man. A lot of ACLs particularly on that field, man. Talk to me about the turf. What's your interject on that grass, man? That fake grass, the artificial grass.
Well, normally when you have actions within the NFL where it happens to multiple people, change is on the way. So for me, I definitely think you should go back to grass. Grass was fun. I know they went to the maintenance, the cost of keeping the stadium up. Y'all make enough money, so you could definitely keep the stadium up. But for me, I always loved playing on grass.
A lot of these injuries, man, on grass, your joints and your body's gonna give. Like if I'm about to hyperextend my knee or I'm about to roll my ankle, that grass is gonna come from underneath me. It's gonna give, right? Like in those artificial turfs, man, that grass is not gonna give because there's nowhere for it to go. So I think when it comes down to the wear and tear, the NFL always wants to talk about, safety and protection and, prolonging the game, right? Prolong the game by going back to grass, man. Like he said, man, like when I fall, I don't want to fall on no, even though it's soft and it got bees, that shit's still hard. Like I want to fall on the grass. Like how many AC joints and shoulder, all this, man, that shit hurt. So for me, man, like let's go back to the real grass, man. Interact. Everybody at home is watching. We want to hear what y'all feel about this, man. Please tell us what do y'all feel about grass, what y'all feel about the turf. Real quick, man, before we shift, since we on action, let's talk about some coaches that meant a lot to you in your past, man. And now that you're coaching, you're in this area, in this seat. Who are some of the coaches, man, that you want to credit? You took something from that coach and implemented into your coaching now, and into your daily routine of you being coaching. Who's somebody that you can speak on?
Well, for my coaching tree, since taking the job, I relied heavily on Coach Donnie Solinger, who was my running backs coach at the U. I called Coach Saul and get input from him. Like I tried to make sure I handle my room the same way he managed ours because you managed James Jackson, Najee Davenport, myself, Willis McGahee, Frank Gore, Jason Gathers, Jared Payton. Like you managed that, and those were all dogs. And to be able to handle that, and like it was smooth selling. We never was really in question of where we stood, even when it came to discipline or opportunity. The way he managed us is how I try to go about managing my room. When I look at a head coach, I think about Coach Gibbs and what he stood for. And I try to make sure kids understand what I stand for, who I am. This is who I am as a man, and I'm not afraid to share that with you. When I think about Coach Shanahan and Coach Coobs out in Denver, like I think that was like probably the best coaching tree I was around. And then to see all the disciples, it's like, man, I remember Coach Kubiak and Coach Shanahan when I first got to Denver thinking, like, these guys are geniuses. Like, to watch them input a game plan and go out and take advantage of the Raiders' weakness or whoever we was playing, you like, well, we won through the week before we got to the field. When you saw the game plan, it was like, oh yeah, we're gonna dog them with this. When we was going to the Kansas City, I know I'm finna run scot free just because of what Cools done drew up. So me trying to get to my backs, like I always lean on all of those lessons that I got from those guys or digging to those bags to kind of get it out.
I would say, man, Coach Andy Reid, for me, man, has been very influential. Sean McVay's been very influential. Deion Sanders. I go back to my offensive coordinator, Marty Morningwig, my first wide receiver coach. I think, man, to be a coach, like let's not even talk about head coach. To be a coach in general, man, you have to have certain characteristics, right? You have to be understanding of the player, understanding of the individual. You have to know scheme. You have to, implement a certain way how you want things to be done, right? David Culley was my first wide receiver coach in the NFL, and he talked so much. Like Coach Culley was like a water mouth. Like he talked, but at the end of the day, like it was one of those things. Would you rather have somebody talk so much and you learn something from, or somebody to not talk at all and you learn nothing from? So for me, the information that was always put into me, man, I never knew why I was, taking it all in, because now I'm at a position where I'm coaching and I'm changing lives. It's like all those different principles and all those coaching tips now have been turned into, let me take a piece from Andy Reid, let me take a piece from Deion Sanders, let me take a piece from Sean McVay, Jay Gruden, like all these guys, Raheem Moore, like, and now I feel like I have a repertoire of so many different variables to say, hey, you know, what is Coach Jackson's pedigree, right? And I think it's it implements a lot of different personalities. And now you see me that's like, man, why Coach Jack is a firecracker? Why is Coach Jack very energetic? Why is he very, deliberate to how he wants things done? Because I feel like all the great coaches, and you play for some, when it's a certain way and it has to be a certain way, like that doesn't change for nobody. I don't care if your name is Donovan McNabb, Brian Dawkins, Brian Westbrook, Asante Samuel. I mean, whatever your name is, the standard was the standard.
A coach that I left out was Coach James, my high school coach, to move me to running back. He saw something in me that I never imagined. I never wanted to play running back. Like that was I didn't line up when we was playing in the yard like, oh man, I'm playing running back. Never. And all of a sudden to have a great career playing running back, like for Coach James to see that in me and put me in position to succeed on the next level. I try to look at my backs that way. I try to look at our team that way. Whatever you could pour into a kid to get him to believe in himself. And I know we had a short window before things really got started. But I think of what made us was the off-season workouts, like where we had to break the team to flip the team to win them back over, to get them to believe even after losing game one, like we on the way, like we're close,
Mhm.
and then to be 3-3 at this point, and we've won more games than they won in 2 years. We're already 3-3, 500 going into homecoming, and we know the ceiling is so much higher. Like, to have that, "Hey, man, you know what? We gotta win out." That we gotta win out mentality, and for them to buy into it, like, that's when you know the culture is changing. That's when you know the coaches are having an impact. That's when you know the kids are as you always say, like this got to be player led. Players are starting to lead. We were just having a conversation off camera where, hey, the biggest issue that we had was penalties. It was we were in our own way, and then all of a sudden, the last 2 weeks, the players are buying in and understand. Hey, you know what? If I don't have this stupid penalty, we're in a better position. Although we've lost the game, we're kinda like winning the war. Like the strategy and the strategic move, we're in prime position. So when you start saying stuff like that, man, it's kind of like you want to go to the coaching staff. You want to, hey man, you know what? Good job. Because what I'm asking, you guys are delivering. And to the players, good job. Congratulations. Like you're getting out of your own way
Mhm.
and the sky's the limit. So I think we're in prime position. I think we're at a point where for both of us, some of the lessons that we've learned through our playing career and tried to instill in kids, it's already showing. And like we're at the midway point and it's already showing. So the sky's the limit with us. You know what I mean? It's just how much time are you gonna get before somebody realize, hey man, you know what? Jack doing a really good job. We gotta go get it.
Sure, man. No, I appreciate that, man. Shit, you as well, man. You doing a hell of a job as well, too, man. So speaking on that, man, we gonna go to real ones of the week, brought to you by House of Action, man. We played mom if we lost a tough one. We was 35-35 in the fourth quarter, man. Them boys took off on us. They got an extra. They got to stop. We ain't gonna score like we needed to, right? Let's talk about standout performers of the week, man. Who is your standout performer of the week? And then I'm gonna give you mine, and I think it's gonna be the same dog.
Yeah.
We had the same we
you
said we
gotta
had the
come.
same
You
dog in the
got
race.
you gotta come into my room and bro, I just try to make sure in my room what I can control is the energy, the effort of these kids. Make sure they give their all and make sure the knowledge that I'm passing over is implemented within the game. And when I go out, like on game days, how you energetic, boy, you nonstop down the sideline. I had to tell you one day, we had 150 plays, 130 of them you critiqued on the microphone. Jack, give me your headset. Give me your headset. I can't hear you talk. But I think to be able to see these kids, man, and I look at Marquis Gillis, and knowing what he's coming back from injury and the stuff that he was dealing with to get into the season and the season that he's having. with all of these guys pushing him, with all of these guys, any day that he's not on point, he's in trouble. And he understands that. It's not even a secret. Any day that you're not on point, you got James Jones knocking at the door. You got Ronald Jenkins knocking at the door. You got Deuce Weston knocking at the door. You got Kobe Boykin. You got people waiting for you to be off your point. And for me, I think that challenge, him carrying that weight and performing, knowing these guys are behind me and these guys are getting opportunities. It's not like he's being selfish because you had another back. James Jones had 3 touchdowns this game. So this man behind you is knocking at the door. To be able to go out and lead, like the leadership is growing because we put him in a position that he's never been in. He's never been asked to be a leader, but we're trying to develop him into a leader because that's what's gonna get him to the next stage. So for me, it'd be like that proud dad moment. Like I gathered it in 6, 7 kids out of my room where I'm like, I know y'all be like, boy, this boy tripping. He don't give a damn. He letting anybody play. But at the same time, I look at my backs as they don't work hard enough and I trust them. And that's what I try to get them to understand. I trust you in this situation. I trust you on 4th and 1. I trust you on goal line. I trust you on 2nd and 20. I trust you because I've seen you do it. And that's for all of my backs. And for him to constantly be the lead dog and get things done, like, it's been great.
Nah, I commend that as well too, and that's my dog in the race as well, Marquis Gillis. It's crazy. He man, like you said, he was fighting battles. Injuries came into the season. He's leading rusher for a few weeks, and the guy from North Carolina Central done got him, but I think he's going to get back to the crown. He's going to get back to it. We still got 6 games, so Marquis Gillis, man, had a hell of a game. I want to add in too, man. I'm gonna pick a bonus, man. I think Anthony Hebert, man, on defense, man, number 7 for us, man, is flying around. He's a hell of an impact player. I mean, he's fierce. I mean, guys is getting tagged by him, toe tag, we call it. He's flying around, knocking dudes out. He knocked out like 2, 3 guys, man. So Hebert, man, he's an enforcer back there, man. It's a great player to have.
Hey man, he a hit stick. Like, I love watching him play. When the defense is on the field, I know we're kind of behind. Like, defensively, we're behind because it takes longer to get them guys into the scheme and understanding everybody got to kind of be on point at this moment because we don't have this just stand out to go and be disruptive. So for him to, like you always say, to be Superman on this defense and cover for a lot of guys and handle his business, I think he's playing at a really high level. If we can only get healthy and get all of our guys, like, people don't know what we deal with week in and week out.
Mm,
Like, bro, we haven't
yeah.
had our starting old line. We haven't had our starting tight end. We're missing somebody every week for stuff that it's like, bro, are you serious? Like, and we find out Friday. Like, are you serious?
Right.
And
That's the
what
HBCU life, man. They gotta understand that's what we be dealing with, bro. We don't got 30 people in our athletic division to help us, navigate through some of these things, man. It'd be like I gotta get a call really Saturday morning, Friday night at 11 p.m. talking about this person can't practice because he lost. I'm like, man, what are we dealing with, bro?
Bro, I've been telling people all the time. I say, boy, if you knew what we were dealing with just as a staff to get these kids to this point on the field to perform and not miss a beat, like, you just feeling play and these kids are still going out performing at a high level. Like I said, to me, they're starting to get it. We're not over the hump, and we don't want to give them credit where they start to get big head and feel themselves, but they're starting to get it. It's starting to look the way that we want it to look, or the way that you set out for it to look is getting there. And that's how, as coaches, we have to look at it instead of wins and losses and X's and O's. Like, are these kids getting what we're putting into them?
Yes, sir. I agree, man. Dope or whack, man. House of action, man. We got some questions, CP. I'm gonna throw a few of them at you, man. I just want to know, is it dope or whack, man? I'm gonna piggyback after you give me your opinion on it, but man, NFL, man, they got Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl halftime show, man. Come on, what you like, dope or whack?
Dope. Dope for the
Whack.
simple fact, listen, and I said dope for the simple fact that we normally always get what we want, and that's like the entertainment side of it. For some reason, I feel like Bad Bunny is gonna come and have one of those shows. Like I remember my first time going to the Country Music Awards and watching Taylor Swift, and she had like a rainfall come down, and I went to the Country Music Awards like, man, I don't want to go to no Country Music Awards, and I left the Country Music Awards like, boy, I can't wait to come back. I feel like Bad Bunny gonna give you that performance. Like, for some reason,
I know.
because we don't know anything about him. We don't know anything
He got
about him.
Miami
Like you
tie. He
said,
got Miami ties or something. What he got Miami
I don't
ties or
know.
something? What you?
I don't know anything about him. That's why I'm saying we want YB. For us, it would be YB or
I
Rod
think Lil
Wave. Like,
Wayne,
who is this?
Lil Wayne need to get it, man. Come on, man.
Wayne
Jay
should have
Z really running all this,
I think Wayne should have been part of New Orleans, like Wayne should have been a part
right?
of
But they
of the
didn't.
New
They
Orleans set.
didn't. It's
Well,
all good, man. It's all good. We gonna move forward. I feel like Bad Bunny is a hell of an artist. I feel like he has a big time crowd or a big time
and that's what it is getting them to
fan
tune
base.
in.
Yeah, he got a big time fan base, but I don't think it's the Super Bowl fan base. But it's all good. New Cardi B album.
Dope. Hey, Cardi, is one of them, like, I'm talking my shit without popping my shit, you know?
I
So,
agree. I
I think
agree.
it's dope.
Moving on, moving on. So NFL ties, man. Dope or whack?
Wack,
Man, you don't like no
wack.
tie in the NFL, man. It's whack, man. Hey, NFL, get
I
rid of these
said
damn
wack.
ties. No, I know, but
Yeah,
you waited. You thought about it for a little too long. Ain't that much to be thinking about. It's whack.
yeah, because that happened to us one year and it helped us get into the playoffs.
I get you. It happened to me about twice, but I don't like it. I just rather figure like if you would have won the game, if y'all would have won, then it would have helped your ass get in the playoffs as well too. So
Hey,
handle your business.
but if we would have lost, we would have been in trouble. You leave the game feeling like, man, what the hell just happened? Like if you have a
You
tie
ain't
in the
here play the
game,
game.
yeah, the only
You ain't
thing
here
that
play the
matters is your stats. You got to be like, boy, I went off that game. It ended in
game.
a tie, but I had 200
Facts.
rushing.
Facts. Facts. So NFL rivalry jerseys. What you feel about the rivalry jerseys? You like them this week?
I haven't seen them. I wasn't paying attention, but I like it that it's switching. Like I like it that they're uh the engagement, they're switching, they're kind of listening to the players because you always, like you said, coming into the show, hey, if you look good, you play good. You know what I mean? So I think for players, especially in this day and age where you can't really express yourself through uniform, everything is so corporate. It's like, you can wear the cleats for cars and everything gotta look this way because you're so corporate at this point that I
Right.
think that gives you a chance to say, "Hey, man, let me pop my," like, "Let me get fly. Let me pop my shit."
Sure.
So,
Yep. I like it. I like it too. I like it. They was dope. I seen the Buffalo Bills last night. They had the white with the blue. That was hard. Then I seen
yeah, I like that.
Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers had some tough stuff on too. So I rock with that, man.
What's good? House of Action, man. It's homecoming week here at DSU. It's about to go down, this House of Action. So, we got to get some of it. The festivities, what we're going to be looking forward to, the show. We got a concert with G Herbo, Mariah the Scientist here on campus. Are you excited about the artists we're bringing in? And did you have anything to do with this? You probably the one pick these
Man,
artists coming.
that's what I was finna tell you, man. You talking about G Herbo, Mariah the Sign. You ain't even worried about. Hey, look, see, that's what y'all don't know about CP. That man ain't worried about practice all week. All he want to be doing is doing this for homecoming week. He gonna be like this. He gonna be
That's
doing this.
that's crunchy.
BTA.
Hey, listen, bro. For us, practice at some point, it's like going into our bye week, right? At some point, it's good. Well, you can look at the coaches. For me, you always talking about energy, being big on energy, but you don't never RTR. You don't read the room, man. You gotta read the room. You gotta see when your coaches are depressed, when your coaches are down and out, when your coaches need a lifeline. You got half of your coaching staff from the West Coast, and you come in talking about we gonna have 2 days 3 days off. How them coaches gonna go see their family? How? You know, for me,
Hey, man.
it's like,
We
Imma
trying to win
figure
the
it out.
celebration, but is we trying to win the celebration, boy, or we wanna go home for 5 days during the bye
The
week?
the easiest way to win the Celebration Bowl is to have those men refreshed, looking forward to this long season that we have in the MEAC, to come here and finish these last 5 games in MEAC play, enjoy their family. It don't seem like you've been away from your family, because after a week, you ready to get away from 'em. Your family done made you mad, the kids not talking to you, they done spent all your money, you ready to get back to work. You come to work, "Hey, Jack, how
Hey,
how
hey,
long I can be in here 16 hours."
hey, House of Action, I hope y'all see what he doing right now. He live, he look, we ain't working. We not physically working. We at DSU, but we ain't on the football field. So right now we outside talking. This homie the homie talking right now. So he trying to sway me, y'all. Y'all see what he doing. I'ma
Hey,
just tell you
this
this.
could
If I give y'all ass them days off, boy, we better be the freshest team to play these last 5 games
hey,
in
we
America.
better we better be I agree, but that's the standard we set. Hey, we come back, it better not be no slip-ups, it better not be no study hall miss, no grades late. We don't need to talk to no teachers. Put the responsibility on them. But I just think for the coaches,
No,
man,
I'm gonna put the
when
responsibility on you.
you know, I ain't never ducking no smoke. Never, ever, ever, ever. So, for us, man, I just think it'll be a good time to get these coaches back with the family, because what you're asking us to do has never even really been fathomed at Delaware State. And instead of it being a pressure situation, it's one of those, we got this. And I know you believe in your coaching staff. I know you believe in your D coordinator and Coach Black and your O coordinator and Coach Washington, for Nemo them to go out and get things right. Clear your head, man. Come back ready. For me, my work was done in the spring. I don't have to do much coaching now. Like when I show you something on film, we already went over it, you know? So uh, from this point forward, it's about action. You know, kids like crying for opportunity. Hey man, I want this. We're midway through the season. You done got your opportunity, take advantage of it. And if you haven't, show me what, show me what you got. Show me what you got. This your chance.
I agree. Homecoming week, man. We here, man. Southern Connecticut at home, man. On Saturday at 12 noon, man. It's gonna be one for the ages, man. We ain't won a homecoming game in some years now. So the new area, you got the Jack area in the building, man. We on one. Y'all see what's going on, man. Hornet Nation, stand up.
Hey, I hate to be cocky, but I've been that way all my life. They better be ready. They better be
Hey.
ready.
Hey, there you have it, man. That's the first episode, man, the House of Action with my brother Clinton Portis, man. Like I said, we don't even gotta say no accolades, man. At the end of the day, we are who we are. We real ones. It's a whole lot of action in this house. You feel me? Salute to the real ones, man. Appreciate y'all. Follow the link. Hey, subscribe. Follow Twitter. Follow Instagram. Tap in. Tell us what you want to talk about. Tell us what you want to hear, man. We here for y'all, man. The service to people, man. Much love.
Check out our OnlyFans page.